or see your being open helps you with your advocacies?
The thing about me coming out, it was not a product of thinking that it could better my journey, because it did not affect my journey. If anything, the reason why I did come out was because people tried to take away my story, take away my narrative, and the best way to address that is to take back your story, take back your narrative, and take control over that. And of course, that was an amazing way for me to also empower anybody that might be going through the same thing, to never allow anyone to take your story away from you, because we all function in our own unique timelines. We should not be identified based on our sexual orientation, because again, our individuality is worth so much more than how we label ourselves. Ang dami-dami ng labels sa buong mundo. We don't have to force anybody to have those labels. And of course, through that representation, I know at least one person can feel empowered over that. But my whole journey this year has been about authenticity, about embracing my story and what I had to offer. That is admittedly something I did not embrace in my first 2 chances in the national level, but it's something that I fully embraced this year. And hopefully through embracing that short hair, through coming out, through really championing for my advocacies, it really represents breaking boundaries and changing stereotypes and empowering as many people to feel that you don't have to fit into a certain mold to become whoever you want to be. You don't have to fit into yung kinasanayan natin na long hair or ganitong itsura na beauty queens. We can constantly break those boundaries, and everyone should feel that they have the capacity to become Miss Universe Philippines as well. And I think it's through those actions that I can really empower as many people as possible.
Do you feel you're more respected or more bashed?
Oh, definitely more respected. I believe that collectively, through my journey approaching Miss Universe, I think a lot of people had doubts on what I'm capable of doing, what my whole agenda was. But again, I think while I was in El Salvador, everybody saw that. Siyempre kasi that's months in preparation, and what people could only see was snippets and teasers of what I was preparing for in El Salvador, and everything just came together when it was showtime. So of course, I know that there were so many people that had doubts, but at the end of the day, at the end of my journey, everybody was very proud to be Pinoy, and that was the goal. Thank you.
Michelle, I guess this is the last question of the conference. First of all, I would like to commend you for being so eloquent.
Thank you, Bob.
And it really shows that you have brain, you have a heart, and your communication skills are excellent.
Thank you po. Di lang po ako pinahawak ng mic, pero thank you.
My question is, how does the Chinese community impacted your growing up years? Being your father is a Chinese, and your mother is an iconic beauty queen. What were the instances that really made you aspire to be what you are? Insofar as the Chinese community are concerned.
I really credit a lot of my personal growth, my mindset, because of my Chinese side, actually. My grandmother, the late Regina D, was my biggest life mentor. Of course, when she passed away, I felt the biggest loss when she did. Of course, that also stems down towards my father, who was raised by my grandmother as well. And it's because of them that I truly learned the value of giving back. My grandmother dedicated her whole life to making sure that she can positively affect as many people around her by founding Inner Peace Foundation. My father also gives back as much as he can through his hepatitis C advocacy as well. And through their example growing up, I didn't feel the need for them to press anything onto me, because I could already live their life through what they're doing and what I see them doing with the platforms that they have. And that's something that I believe resonates throughout the whole Filipino-Chinese community, that we should be able to use what we have to create a better environment, not just for those around us, but for a greater community as well. I mean, the agenda is very simple, which is to, make sure that we positively enforce and create opportunities for those around us. I mean, we're not trapped into a label of just being Filipino Chinese, because again, we are dugong Chinese, but dugong Chinoy, but of course, we love the Philippines. Pusong Pinoy po tayong lahat. And that's something I believe we will do, and I hope it also leaves a lasting impact on everyone.
Thank you very much, Ms. Michelle B. Marami nag-text sa akin, iboboto ka daw at hindi ka daw kandidato. Kasi you're very smart and enlightened. Thank you for all the questions.